the sign right here. Come here. When you see his look, black Muslim founder exposed as a white man. So this is supposed to be something to unite black men, right? Created by a white man. So why would you worship it? Why would you even, I'm not saying you in particular, I don't know if you actually practice Islam, but I'm saying, why would our people want to go into that? A white man ain't never saved us. A white man ain't never died for us. A white man ain't never did nothing for us but beat our backs in, rape our women, put us in the projects and prison houses. That's what he did for us.
Got the heart of a soldier. Vengeance from the Lord, the only way I'm getting closure. Nobody knows the time, but I know it's getting closer. I can see the signs like a message on the post. The prophet's back now. Go all in for this truth, no, we can't back down. Out here grinding for the Lord, demons getting cast down.
I'm gonna show you something. Because, you know, what do they worship in Islam? Do you know? They worship a rock. A rock. That's it. Because when you practice Islam, at least once in your lifetime, you have to make your pilgrimage to Mecca, right? Read it.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 2. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with.
Lying means to corrupt. It says, see where thou hast been corrupted. Read.
And the ways hast thou set for them, as the Arabian.
As the who?
As the Arabian.
What nationality on the planet practice Islam? Arabs, right? Read.
In the wilderness. And thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms.
It said, thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms. Because let me ask you something. The largest Islamic temple on the planet, where is it? They call it Temple Mount. It's in Jerusalem. They polluted our land by putting an Islamic temple there, right? Read.
And with thy wickedness.
Now jump over to chapter, what is it? Chapter 2? Verse 27. Watch it.
The book of
Jeremiah.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Read.
Saying to a stock.
Saying to a stock. Check this out. Read.
Thou art my father.
Thou art my father.
And to a stone.
Unto a what?
Unto a stone.
That stone is the cobblestone. Right. They have to make their pilgrimage to Mecca and go around it. Look on the sign right here. Come here. When you see his look, black Muslim founder exposed as a white man. So this is supposed to be something to unite black men, right? Created by a white man. So why would you worship it? Why would you even, I'm not saying you in particular, I don't know if you actually practice Islam, but I'm saying, why would our people want to go into that? A white man ain't never saved us. A white man ain't never died for us. A white man ain't never did nothing for us but beat our backs in, rape our women, put us in the projects and prison houses. That's what he did for us. But guess what? The Most High God, his son Jesus Christ, the black Messiah, he died for us to bring us back to him. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Give me Matthew 15:24. You turn it back around. I'm going to show you what Christ did for us. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Christ said, I ain't sent to nobody but the Israelites. Now let me ask you something. Can I find religion in the Bible? Can I find religion in the Bible? Like did God say practice religion? You think so? Watch this. You see that church right there? That's a Christian church, right? Christianity is a religion, right? You won't find Christianity in the Bible. God never said practice Christianity. I'm going to show you what God did tell us to do. Keep my commandments. Give me that. And one you pick. Because guess what? At the end of the day, when you go in that Christian church, you're going in there and you're being what's called indoctrinated. You know who you're being indoctrinated by? That white image. Because with that, matter of fact, give me that in 2 Corinthians 11. With that white image comes another spirit, another gospel. Why do you think we celebrate Christmas? And it's in the Bible not to do it. Why do you think we celebrate Thanksgiving? And it's not in the Bible. Because it comes with another doctrine. Read.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3. Verse 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
So if he that cometh, that he was the so-called white man, and he brought another Jesus, read,
whom we have not preached.
we know our forefathers never preached a white man as Jesus Christ. Read.
Or if ye receive another spirit.
Because that's that other spirit that come with it. You know what all spirits come with that? Homosexuality, want to be transgender. Guess what? Want to celebrate your birthdays and Christmas and Thanksgiving, Mother's Day. All that comes with worshiping that white image. Read.
Which ye have not received. Or another gospel, which ye have not accepted.
Read.
Ye might well bear with them.
Because guess what? The gospel of the Bible does not teach that Jesus Christ is a so-called white man. It teaches that Jesus Christ has skin like polished brass as if it burned in a furnace, and that he's only coming back for his people. So that Islam crap, we casting that down today.
What about Christianity?
Christianity, you won't find Christianity in the Bible. Watch this. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 1. Because guess what? God never said, hey, practice Christianity, practice baptism. Matter of fact, turn that sign back around. Let me show you something. What they say? They say man-made religions, right? And you ain't got to take my word for it. You ain't got to believe this sign. You can pull your own phone out and type in, who's the father of, who's the creator of the Baptist religion? You'll see John Smith. Who created Mormon? Joseph Smith. Who created the Seventh-day Adventist? There was a white woman named Ellen G. White. Charles T. Russell, Jehovah's Witness, and the Pentecostal church was Sean Parham. They created their own religion. The Bible been here since the beginning. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1.
Come on.
And Moses saith, and Moses with the elders of Israel.
Moses with the elders of who?
Israel.
This is who the law, statutes, and commandments came to. It came to the elders of Israel. Read.
Commanded the people, saying.
Did what?
Commanded the people.
He commanded the people, read,
saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
God never gave us religion. God told Moses when we was in the wilderness, the Lord gave Moses law, statutes, and commandments. Moses came down out the mount and gave law, statutes, and commandments to the people. He didn't come down out the mountain with baptism. He didn't come down out the mountain with Mormonism. He didn't come down with, say, a Seventh-day Adventist or Christianity. He just came down with law, statutes, and commandments, and God commanded him to give them to the people.
That's right.
It's that simple. We never had Islam. We didn't know what that was. Because guess what? Why would we practice Islam? Exodus 20 verse 3. Why were we going to Islam? Moses giving us straight commandments from the Lord. Exodus 20 verse 3. Because God gives us straight commandments. It ain't a mystery. It ain't a suggestion. There's no doubt in that. It's straightforward. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
How simple is that? Don't have no other God before me. Let me ask you something. If I went over there and I picked a rock up out of that pothole, right? I polished it off, I washed it, I made it look real nice, right? And I started kissing it and I started bowing to that. What would you think of me?
You worship.
What would your mind say? Okay,
well,
that's what I'm doing, but what would you? Huh?
Something wrong with you?
You would think I'm crazy, right? That's what Islam do.
Right.
That's the same thing with the cross. It's the same thing. Hey, same thing. God never said worship no cross. He never said that because guess what? If my child got gunned down in the streets with an AR-15, I'm not going to make an AR-15 and put it around my neck and wear it. I'm not doing that. We put crosses around our neck and we walk around and wear them. We mocking Christ. That's what they use to crucify him. That's what they tortured him with. That's the same thing as the electric chair. That's the same thing as lethal injection is today, was the Roman cross. And guess what? They have been doing it for years. That was their capital punishment. So why in the hell would I go worship them? Deuteronomy 28:64. I believe in the Bible. Guess what? Hey, let me show you something. They don't believe in the Bible. Right. They don't believe in the Bible. They took that Bible and they twisted it and they weaponized it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
Read.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, no matter what country you go to on the planet, you're going to find us there. You can't go nowhere in the world and not see us. You can't do it. Read.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
The Bible says from one end of the earth, even to the other, you're going to find Israelites. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Wherever you at, you're going to serve another God. Because guess what? If you look for our people over in, let's just say Iran or Iraq, our people are called Afro-Iranians over there, right? They worshiping Islam. They bowing to a stone. They worshiping, they going to Mecca and they're making their pilgrimage or their Hajj around a stone. They worshiping other God. Guess what? Our people are in Christianity. When you go through other various parts of the world, Christianity, Catholicism, we worshiping all of that. Our people are lost. They looking for anything because we know we have this innate sense that there's something that I belong to. I should be doing. I know we're great people.
Hey, I've been saying this for years.
We should be doing something out here.
Years. Hey,
but we get misled because we got the wrong teachers.
I listen to Bishop Daniels them every Saturday. Every Saturday. I listen to all. I know it.
So you listen to Bishop Nathan?
Yeah.
Okay, well look. Let's check this out. Watch this. Keep reading.
Yeah, I listen.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
None of our forefathers knew anything about Christianity or Islam. All they knew was keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's all that they knew. Read.
Even wood and stone.
Wood, that cross, and stone, which is the cobblestone, which is Islam. That's all. Because guess what? We are the Jews. We are the real Jews. Right. They Jewish. We are the Jews. We the Jews. Because let me show you something. If I say, if I said that, if I told you, I said, bro, you acting childish. Does that mean you a child?
No,
but you acting like one. So if they're Jewish, that mean they acting like or trying to portray themselves as the real Jews.
That's right.
Let's see
As they did in Israel.
Watch it. God told us they was going to do it. Revelation 2 and 9, God said that they was going to do this. God said that they was going to do this. But guess what? The real Jews are here now. Why do you think they ostracize people like Kanye West when he say the Jews are black? Kyrie Irving.
They backpedaling now.
Kyrie Irving didn't even say nothing. All he shared was a link to a movie. And they ostracized him. They took almost $500 million away from Kanye West just for saying Jews are black.
Teacher!
They ostracize him. Watch it, read. Hey, come talk to him. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Listen at this. This is the last book of the Bible. This is Revelation. Ain't now a Christian pastor gonna come out here and read out the book of Revelation because they claim, oh, it's sealed. Can't nobody understand it. Let me show you how simple this is. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Read.
I know thy works and tribulation.
God said, I know your works. I see what you're doing. I know your tribulation. I know the hell that you're going out here in these streets. When you go in these Arab stores and they want to sell you the food that's been sitting out all damn day long. You know what I'm saying? You might be a little hard up on money and you're like, hey, let me clean the parking lot up for you. They don't want to pay you no money. They want to give you beer and old chicken and stuff. You see what I'm saying? He said, I know your works and your tribulation. Read.
And poverty. But thou art rich.
He said, I know the poverty. I know your struggle. Don't nobody know your struggle better than you do. The Most High God knows what you're going through because he put you through it. He see the hell you catching out here in the streets. How you the last hired in the first fight. How it's so hard for you to get a job out here because you'll get a job, then they say, hey, you know what? We ain't making the money we need to. We got to let you go. You the last hired and the first one out the door. Well, for some strange coincidence, that so-called white man still here with his job. Why he ain't get let go? Read.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
He said, I know the blasphemy. The word blasphemy, it just means lie. He said, I know the lie of them which say they are Jews. What race of people on this planet have been calling themselves Jews for the last 100 years?
Teacher!
I probably can. I probably can. I don't know you.
Somebody, can he get a
Read.
job? Can they get him a job?
Which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
God say that so-called Jewish man is of the synagogue of Satan. He is the devil the Bible speaks of. Now let me show you something. Give me Mark 4:14. I'm going to show you what's happening right now. It's something spiritual that's going on right now, and if you ain't understanding, you ain't going to catch it. Watch this. Mark 4:14. Mark 4:14. Watch this. Read.
The book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 14.
Come on.
The sower soweth the word.
The sower sowing the word. We're the sowers up here. We sowing the word in you. Read.
And these are they by the wayside.
It's you that's by the wayside. Read.
Where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately.
While you standing here listening at the word of God, Satan is trying to pull you away with little antics. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to listen in to what he's saying, but pay attention to, don't even pay attention to me. Pay attention to the words of God. That's what you listen to. My words mean nothing. You see what I'm saying? We out here to show our people who they are and why they in the condition that they in. Watch this. 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 32. Because a lot of the time, can't nobody come out here in the streets and ask you, why are you suffering out here in the streets? Why black people and Hispanic people and Native Americans, why are they the only ones that seem like they're going through hell out here? Why is it?
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying?
God said in the Bible, it's gonna be, and you gonna suffer.
Read.
You gonna be
The
all this.
2 Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 32.
God made it so plain and simple to understand why we suffer. Read.
For we suffer because of our sins.
Simple. We suffer because of our sins. Deuteronomy 28:15. The Bible say the same thing. No matter where you go, it keeps repeating the same thing. There's nothing new. Ain't nothing new. You ain't finna open the Bible and see, oh, it's something new here. No, it keeps saying the same thing. Let me ask y'all something. Big brother, you got kids?
10 of them.
10 of them. You got kids? No kids. You got nieces and nephews? Yeah. How many times do you have to repeat yourself to your kids before they actually do what it is you want them to do? God, we the same way. We are the same way. God had to constantly keep telling us, keep my commandments, keep my commandments. If you break my commandments, I'm going to punish you. He kept telling us the same thing. We ain't believe it. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Come on.
But it shall come to pass,
come on,
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't listen to God's law, statutes, and commandments, what's going to happen?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Read.
That all these curses,
all these what?
Curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said, if you don't listen to my law, statutes, and commandments, all these curses gonna come on you and overtake you. So now let's jump into these curses. Read verse 16.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
When you look in the inner cities, no matter what state, what city you go to, in the inner cities, in the hood, in the projects, who inhabits those?
Bring it out.
What group of people live there?
The Jews, the black.
Black folk.
Right.
We speak plain, and black folks that's in the hood. It's black folks that's black folks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not finna sit here and act like you don't have white folks out here that struggle. But guess what? We're talking about as a whole, as a nation. If you go in the hood, you see more blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans struggling their butt off than anything else. What you got? Read.
The definition of ghetto: formerly a street or quarter of a city set apart as legally enforced residence areas for Jews.
For Jews.
That's right.
Jew is short for Judah.
Right.
That's all Jews short. What you got? Come on, I know you got some questions. What you got? How you doing, first of all? What's your name? I'm John.
Michael.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Michael.
Likewise.
Yes, sir. What you got?
People are in poverty.
Right.
Mainly.
Because
it's a cycle which they choose to be in.
Okay.
Now, just because you was raised in the project, that don't mean you got to stay in the project.
Okay.
You can come out the project. Now, I hear you talk about the Arabs. You forgot the Chinese on the corner over there. You forgot.
Come on, we deal with them too.
And the Greeks behind you.
Them too.
And the Greeks behind you.
Them too.
Okay, all right.
Come on.
All right.
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
What have they ever done to you?
What have they ever done to us? Go, just give me Job.
No. I said,
Give me verse 40. Hold on. I'm gonna answer your question.
No.
You don't want the answer to your question?
No.
Read verse 48. We gonna come out the Bible.
No. I'm talking about right here.
Well, I'm finna come out of it with you. I'm finna come out of it. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Because you broke God's laws, statutes, and commandments, God said you gotta serve your enemies. Let's see how we serve them. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So the Lord sent your enemies against you. Read.
In hunger.
When you get hungry, you gotta go to the Chinese restaurant. You gotta go to the restaurant, to the Greek restaurant. We don't own those. We don't.
There's a black restaurant in Newtown. You can go there.
Who they get their food from?
Bring it out.
Who do they have to order their wholesale chicken and food from? Who do they have to pay taxes to?
I'm glad you made that.
Who is it?
Why can't you get your own?
Who? You still gotta go to your enemy.
You still have to rely on him.
And in thirst.
Get your own garden.
And in nakedness.
Hold on. You ain't listening to the Bible. Mr. Michael, you ain't listening to the Bible.
No.
You want to hear something out of my mouth. Let's see what the Bible says. Read.
And in want of all things.
No matter what you want,
you can go to
gotta go to your enemy
all
for
you
it.
want.
We ain't talking about church. We ain't talking about church.
A means of income.
Hold on.
Then you have to rely on your enemy.
Can we be cordial and talk? Can we be cordial? Hold on. Can we be cordial and talk?
Then
Hold on. Can we be cordial and talk?
I'm listening.
So listen at me. We're not talking about the church. Well, hold on. Listen at me. We're not talking about the Hold on.
You spoke for 2 hours.
You don't want to hear the truth. Guess what?
listening to you.
I'm not finna sit out here and act like that our people are not having to go to their enemies for one of all things the same way the Bible says.
I didn't say they didn't. I said, why you can't get your own and leave the enemy alone?
Because no matter what, you ain't listening, are you? Read that from the top again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee. In hunger. And in thirst. And in nakedness. And in want of all things.
No matter what you want, you gotta go to your enemies for it because you broke God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my